All right, on today's episode, we've got our Liam's Facts, our weekly recap, our top 5 smells, our fight scene, and all sorts of good stuff to come. So make sure you like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Welcome back to the dojo, everybody. This is True Talk with TRUMOTION, where a couple of guys talk about how to make the world a better place and hopefully make your day a little bit better in the process. My name is Mark, followed by my co-host Tony.
What's up?
Let's get this show on the road. Well, you obviously have had a busy day already.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's a little bit brighter in the dojo because we're recording later. You had...
In the afternoon, I had a 4-hour rehearsal this morning, started at 8 o'clock in American Fork, which I live up in Layton, so that means that I had to get my butt out of bed at like 6:30 to get ready and then to drive down and everything else.
Well, that would just be like if you came here instead.
Pretty much.
But you, instead of going here, you went to...
Yeah. It's the choir orchestra group that I'm a part of.
Yep.
We've got a big concert that's coming up. I believe it's like the first week in December, the first full week. It's a Monday, Tuesday.
And if you wanted
Wednesday.
tickets, too bad. They're already sold out. So
I warn people. I tell them all the time.
They didn't warn us. Thanks a lot, dude.
Well, so when the date is announced that the tickets go on sale,
You got to get them that day.
you've got to get them
Yep.
literally within the first few hours of that day, because we will sell out. This year we sold out 5 concerts at a Bravenel Hall in less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
And so
I was telling my mom about it, and she's like, Tony's in a choir? And I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, we should go see one of his concerts. I'm like, maybe next year.
Yeah.
I go, they're sold out. She's like, are you serious? I go, yeah, they sell out in 24 hours.
Yeah.
She's like, dang. All right.
And so, and then we, because we're already going to be there like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we have one show on Monday. Bravenel came to us and was just like, hey, if you guys think that there's enough demand, you can throw in another show if you want. And we did, and we sold that one out in 24 hours as well.
Yep.
And so, so that's, 12,000 people that we have tickets for. And so it's kind of
wild.
That's just this location here that's in Utah.
Yeah.
And so we've got 7 other locales across the western part of the U.S., California, Phoenix, Arizona. We've got 2 in Texas, Kansas City, Boise, Idaho. And then here in Utah. So.
I did find out. I was talking with Sarah about it this morning because she's like, where's Tony? And I was like, he's doing choir stuff. And one of her friends is in that choir too.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, her name's
that's awesome.
Amber Tony.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So, and
that's awesome.
Hey, and we were talking about that this morning. There are parts to the choir. So the female parts are the sopranos.
Yeah, so you got soprano altos, which are the female portions.
Okay. I had those right, but I had them in the wrong order. Soprano,
yeah,
altos.
soprano's the highest. And even, so inside of the sopranos and altos, there's what we call a soprano 1 and a soprano 2.
Yeah.
So the soprano 1s are going to be the higher set, soprano 2s lower set. Same thing with your altos, alto 1s, alto 2s.
Okay.
Tenors, tenor 1, tenor 2s. Then you have baritones.
And then
bass.
That's right. Because I thought there was, we obviously knew bass was clearly the lowest one.
Right.
And I knew of tenors, but I forgot about the baritones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have all of those people. We also had like a full orchestra that was there today.
Okay.
So everything from, again, your violins to violas to your whole entire brass sections, woodwinds. We had a full percussion set that was there.
Okay.
We have a big freaking bass drum that's like, 7 feet wide. I mean, the thing's massively huge.
That is a big drum.
And they came, and it's to me, it's really kind of fun to be there, especially with the orchestra, because what you hear on whenever you hear like an orchestra play, like on the radio or, through, Apple Music or whatever medium you choose, you're like, oh, okay, there's probably some type of production, producing that's happening on the back end where they're like, okay, we're going to bring out the mics on,
Yeah.
You know, the violin's a little bit more, this and that and that. And it's so cool when you show up and then the orchestra starts playing and it plays exactly like you hear it on the recording. And you're like, oh no, that's not like production value.
Yeah.
That is just how they sound. And it's every single
value.
time, every single time. And like, we were just at a high school auditorium.
Yeah.
The American Fork Junior High auditorium, because that's where we could rehearse today. And like, it's just an auditorium. It's not like it's got special sound and mics and, you know, no, we were just there literally to rehearse. And then they started playing and it was absolutely amazing.
Little fun fact for those of you guys that may not know, the original Star Wars score was recorded with the Utah Symphony.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yep.
Yeah. So, music nerds out there can nerd out about that. But
yeah, it's awesome. It's a ton of fun.
I'm glad you can still talk.
Today, yeah.
Tomorrow
might be a little bit of a different story. After the concerts, I generally can't do much of anything for like a week. It takes a while to recover from that because, and again, the brothers that started the organization, between the two of them, they do have a couple other people that do write pieces for the choir, but between the two brothers, they are the ones who do all of the orchestration and choral writing for our entire group. So any piece that we've done that's not like a classical piece, is written by them. And
talented guys.
Dude, it's stupid. Like I've worked with a lot of talented people, like musically in my life, and I would dare say that nothing even comes close to these two guys. And it's funny because one brother, he knows who the better brother is.
Yeah.
And he calls it out. And he's like, he's taller, he's better looking, he's more talented than me. And I'm like, and you're pretty high up there.
Yeah.
So for you to call out talent, and you know, it's a pretty big thing. But yeah, like if if anybody wants to look up our stuff, Millennial Choirs and Orchestra, you can look it up on Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Music, and everything else. We've got, I think, 2 or 3 different Christmas albums that are out there, so you can, listen to what we do. And
nice. So the Millennial Choir,
Millennial Choirs and Orchestra. Yep.
Make sure you check them out.
Yeah.
So that'll be good. But all right, well, let's move on with the show. All right, this week's Liam's Facts, or I should say last week's Liam's Facts question was, in what year was the United States Air Force established? And the correct answer is 1947. So clearly nobody guessed that because nobody likes America, apparently. I'm just kidding. But that is the correct answer, is 1947. Now, this week's question, I did not know this for a while. I just recently found this out. But is what city was the first capital of the U.S.? So, again, what city was the first capital of the U.S. before it moved to D.C.? Let us know.
It was not always in D.C.
It was not always in D.C. Let us know if you know the answer in the comments down below, or email us at TrueTalkTuesdays@gmail.com. Also, make sure you like, subscribe, share the show, and we'll continue on.
Yeah. True motion in motion, let's go. Gear up, stand tall, feel the flow. Kicking it strong with the best of the best. Streetwear fresh, put your style to the test. Karate vibes, yeah, we bring that heat. From tees to hoodies, keep it sharp, keep it sleek. T-shirt or hoodie, we got both. Subs for the grind, focus on growth. Stickers and swag, let the world know you rep style. Now let's go. True motion merch, yeah, we level up. Style so sharp, got that warrior's touch. Reppin' that swag, flex it, wear it proud. Support True Talks and wear it loud. Discipline, power, the heart of the fight. Your fit's gotta match your unstoppable might. Tigers and dragons, bold on the sleeve. Step in the dojo, they know you don't leave. Oh, step up, don't wait. Rock that fit, let's elevate. True motion merch, yeah, we level up. Style so sharp, got that warrior's touch. Rocking that drip, yeah, you own the crowd. Support TRUTALKS and wear it loud. Yeah, we reppin' strong, no fear, no doubt. True motion merch shop is what it's all about.
Thank you, sponsor. Make sure you go on and buy some merch, support the show. Christmas is coming up. People need gifts.
That is true.
Nothing says I care about you more than a throat punch to the face type thing t-shirt. But let's move on to our top 5. All right, this week's top 5, it's an interesting one because everybody I've talked to has had like different responses about it. It's top 5 smells, like, or scent. Usually when it comes to like aromas, it's very, very much anchored in like memories and emotions. In fact, they actually say the best way to anchor in emotion is with smell. So, what do you got for your top 5 smells?
So again, like these are really hard because I don't know if I could like ever put like a top 5.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like,
You
oh,
could
this
have-
is number 1. You
No,
know, I'm like, no.
I've got like 10 honorable mentions, so
Right.
yeah.
Right. And so in mine are like literally all over the board.
Oh yeah.
Literally all over the board. So
Yep.
the first, like, so this one would probably be like the lowest on just because,
Yeah, you don't have to
know.
be like this is number 1, this
Yeah,
is number
right.
2.
but
They're
we'll
all
start
kind of
off with
bunched
this
in.
one. Okay. And I haven't quite smelled it here quite in Utah. And I don't know if
Mhm.
that's just because of what I'm about to say. But like when I was growing up all the time. And that was the smell of when it rained.
Right. Yeah, Shanna talked about that. Like the
I don't
smell
smell
of
it that
rain.
much now. Like, and it's
No.
weird. Like, I'm like, what is going? Like, what happened?
It doesn't rain that much in Utah,
Yeah,
but the smell of rain, yeah,
Oh,
that was one that Shanna talked about.
and it's like that springtime fall. So like
Mhm.
again, and you are right because like when I think about that smell, I'm not thinking about necessarily like, oh yeah, that's kind of smells good. Everything. It's like no, like I can feel, I can feel the temperature.
Yeah.
I can feel the humidity.
Mhm.
I can smell it. and it's right after the rainstorm. So of course the sun's starting to peek out through those clouds, and
Yeah.
you can just see them. They're big, kind of like grayish, cottony, and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And you just take a deep breath and just it feels good. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's one of them.
That's a
one
good
of 'em.
one.
That's a good one.
Yep. What else you got?
Okay. The other one, again, weird, esoteric, out there. And again, this one is tied to emotion, stuff like that. Is the smell of burning rubber and nitromethane.
Okay. So like cars.
That is a
Specific-
smell.
a
The very
specific type.
specific smell.
So like when you go to the drag shows.
Yes.
Not hey drag shows. But like, "Brrr," drag shows.
Yeah. I'd never been to one before, and this was, of course, another lifetime ago when I was running a custom wheel warehouse in Vegas.
Yeah.
And Centerline, which is they're a big supporter of drag races, racing of all types, because they
Yeah.
make custom wheels.
Mm-hmm.
And they called me up and they said, "Hey, we've got free tickets for the drag races there at the Motor Speedway there in Vegas. Do you want to go?" I'm like, "Yeah, duh." So they gave me 2 tickets. Got stuff done, and me and my dad went to the drags. And when he was growing up, he grew up in California,
Okay.
and like, I really feel bad because I shouldn't say I feel bad. It's just sad because I think our generation missed out on automotive sport
Yeah.
in its heyday.
Mm-hmm.
My dad lived it was like right in the heyday. So like, again, if you've watched Ford versus Ferrari, the saying that they have, whatever wins on Sunday sells on Monday.
Yeah.
And so, car racing and everything else, horsepower, performance, looks, was a very big part of your whole entire marketing scheme.
Yeah.
And, you know, that was back when NASCAR used to actually be like, yeah, you still have like the cars that you have in NASCAR are the cars that you have to sell on the lot.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
it doesn't have to be many, but you have to sell it on a lot somewhere.
Yep.
You know,
I thought that was probably the coolest part about NASCAR at the time.
Yeah.
Now their basic shells,
yes.
they say Toyota, but they look exactly like the Chevy and the Ford.
Yeah.
And they don't even look like the Toyota they're trying to say it looks like.
Well, and a lot of that's because of the regulations that they have on the aerodynamics and stuff like that are with it. You know, we could go into like a small tangent on like the LiDAR that they use in order to make sure that that vehicle is exactly, you know, aerodynamically to the millimeter of what it needs to be and all this other stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I think we were just at the tail end of that, like, automotive, like, superiority, so to speak. I mean, granted, cars are faster and have way more technology nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
But, man, there was something cool about the cars that came out in, like, the 60s and 70s.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I am not ashamed to admit, like, I'm a Mopar guy.
Yeah.
You know? Current Mopar? Yeah. No. But, dude, 1960s, 1970s Mopar? Dude, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big Mustang fan. I love Mustangs.
Yeah. I mean, like the old school Mustangs, you know? Like the Plymouth, you know, the Cuda, the Superbird, you know, the Challenger. I mean,
Superbird
good grief.
That's awesome.
Oh, dude, that thing was sick.
Yeah.
You know, but you've got all of these.
Or the Roadrunner.
The Roadrunner. Oh, yeah. You know, You know, like the old Camaros and the Impalas. And, you know, you've got you had the Mustangs and everything else and the Boss Mustang. And then, of course, the, you know, Shelby Mustang. Yeah. I mean, you had so many, you know, really good, like where American muscle was American muscle.
Yeah.
And
and
but anyway,
gas crisis and
and that's really
gallon.
and that's really kind of what if you really kind of want to look at what started to kill the love affair with the vehicle, with the car.
Dodge is trying to do a good job of bringing it back.
Yeah,
I give them credit for it. Everybody's moving to electric. We're like, no, screw that horsepower. And I'm like, yeah.
I do have a way that I envision how the marketing and engineering teams are at Dodge, and it's right after they just snorted a line of coke off of a stripper's butt. And all right, okay, so listen, we're okay. You know that elephant that we've got?
Put it in a minivan.
We're gonna put that in a minivan. It's like, dude, why does a soccer mom need 1,000 horsepower? It's like, who freaking cares?
Yeah,
because we can.
We want to have a minivan do a wheelie.
And someone up the chain of command looked at them and said,
okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
I agree.
I do tip my hat also to Jim Farley because he's kind of also keeping, or it's like I should say, trying to keep the V8 Mustang alive too.
I hate the electric Mustang.
Oh, the Mach E.
Whatever
dude, it's
monstrosity that thing is.
It's a nightmare. That's just bad branding, in my opinion. That's bad branding. It's a nightmare.
Or the new Lightning F-150.
Yeah. Again,
electric.
Bad branding. Yeah. Like I look at it and I'm like, okay, you took an F-150, gutted it, and then threw a battery pack and a couple electric motors in it and said, yeah, now it's an electric vehicle. I mean, yes, a lot of the Cybertruck's controversial. Not a lot of people like it.
I think it's cool.
I do too.
I like it.
I'm a child of Blade Runner and angular vehicles. I mean, come on, shut up.
I think it looks like something out of an 80s sci-fi movie.
Oh,
I think it's badass.
Yeah. But here's the thing is that if you look at that one, if you look at the Rivian R1T, because again, I'm a Tesla fanboy, yes, but I'm also like I like Rivian. I think they do a great job.
Yeah.
But both of those companies took the truck concept and rewrote it from the ground up.
Yeah,
where Ford didn't.
No,
they
took the engine out and slapped batteries in it.
And that's the same thing I would dare say with all of. I don't like Chevy at all.
Yeah, I'm not a Chevy fan.
I really don't like their CEO. Mari Barra needs to be fired. I mean, if you have somebody come out and knowingly lie to your entire stockholder base.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, but you know, there's a couple of things even though I don't like Chevy that I can say that they do well with. Like whoever decided to get rid of all of the old school engineers in the Corvette division and
Yeah.
bring in new blood and everything else and
put
be
it
like,
mid-engine.
oh,
That Corvette is nice.
that Corvette is not only nice, it's sexy as hell. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just, oh my gosh.
It's a good-looking Corvette.
And this is something that we should have been doing for 30 years.
Yeah.
You know, in all reality.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could have both. Have like
Yeah.
have a front engine, have a mid engine. Like,
Yeah.
are you kidding? Like, why?
Yeah.
Why have just one?
Yep.
You know? But I think like that love affair, and I didn't quite get it. I mean, of course, you and I we grew up in the 90s still,
Yeah.
right? Where people would we've got Amazon about ready to come
Yeah.
in.
That's all right.
It's gonna be good times.
So,
And so hold please.
hey,
What's up, stud?
thank you. Yep, that's us. Yep. Have a good day.
Thanks, brother. But when we were like in junior high and high school, even, you know, dropping $2,000 to $3,000 in a stereo system in your car was like a normal thing.
Oh yeah, I did it.
You know,
I still do
oh
it.
yeah. You know, putting custom wheels on and everything
Mhm.
else, exhaust, and you know, putting in cold air intakes and
Yeah.
you know, turbos and all of that. So there was still kind of that love affair with modifications that we could do. You know, it's just now it's like it's all gone. Like it
Yeah.
all died. And I didn't quite understand what that was. Like, even though like I did like the modifications until I went to a drag race. And holy cow, that is the cool, like pistons. I'm not joking. The size of your head, like they're
Yeah.
huge. And after every single race, they bring back the vehicle and they strip it down to absolutely bare bones nothing. Redo all of the seals, all of the pistons, all of the push rods, build it and put it all back together. And then they test the motor right there in the pits. And you're like walking from like me to you, you know? And so funny story. This is why, you know, like nitromethane will have like a soft spot in my heart. So one of the top fuel dragsters, that's the ones that are super long with
Yeah.
engines in the back. Okay. You know, they've got the engine all built and everything else. And they've got the engineers or the mechanics like looking at it, making sure that everything's going right. And the pipes that are coming out from the exhaust are just like pumping out just the exhaust. And you can see, and I'm not joking, a plume of like exhausted nitromethane that's like not quite fully burned as it's like just wafting in the air. Like you can see the haze.
Yeah.
Okay. My dad walks right through the haze as if nothing's going on, you
Yeah.
know? And I'm like, all right. So like I start to walk through the haze as well. Unfortunately, I took a breath while I was in the haze. And I don't know if you've ever breathed in nitromethane. You might as well breathe in tear gas.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Pretty much.
like, oh my gosh, it burnt my nose, it burst my throat, my eyes start watering, I'm coughing and dying. My dad turns around and he is so red because he's laughing so hard.
Yep.
Because I'm so like, I thought I was like, just walk through it. And I'm like, how did that not affect you? He looked at me and says, are you joking me? He says, I held my breath.
Yeah.
I freaking hate you.
Yeah.
But the smell of that nitromethane in the air, and with the combination of the burnt rubber, if any of you guys have gone to drag races, you'll understand what the concussive force feels like when those things pop off, because it is a controlled bomb for about a second and a half to
Yeah.
2 seconds.
Have you seen that video of this little kid at a drag show and the cars go off and he's like,
Yes.
he's just tightening up and he's shaking.
That's what it is.
Oh,
That's what it is. It's
Yeah.
just like those things pop off and you feel it. Like when I say you feel it through your soul, especially on those top fuel dragsters and stuff, like even the funny cars too, those things pop off and it is absolutely awesome and insane. So that's another one for
Well,
me.
what else you
Big
got?
story for
I was going
for
to say
that.
10-minute tangent on nitromethane and burning rubber
In cars.
in cars. It's all right. All right, so we're on to our third one.
Number 3.
Number 3. What else you got?
Okay, so this one, you know, again, since it is it's Christmas season and
Mhm.
everything else that's coming around, this always reminds me of Christmas. And so my mom and this was a recipe that she learned from her mom. It's a recipe for what we call almond roca. Now, is it what the almond roca is that you buy at the store? No, that stuff's hot garbage. Awful. Really bad. But the stuff that my mom makes is something that my grandma taught her. And I'm trying to think, like, even in my mom's side of the family, I don't think too many people in her family make it. I know that I'm the only one. I'm the only kid in my family that makes it.
Okay.
Because it's awesome. But it's like, it's butter, it's sugar. You know, you take it, you melt it, you get that melted butter smell along with that sugar, and it starts to caramelize and everything else. And then you dump the almonds in there. So you get the almond oil that's coming out of the almonds, that's mixing with the sugar, that's mixing with the butter. You get all of that. And every single time I make it, I'm transported to Christmas.
Yep.
And so that's a good one.
That's a good one.
It's okay. That's
3.
3.
Got 2 more.
Got 2 more. Okay, so I've got that one. The other one that I really, really like is grilled steak, grilled meat.
Yeah, like barbecue or just grill stuff. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
When you walk by like a barbecue pit and you're just like,
it's so good.
I know
good.
you have a problem, or I think you're getting better with smoke.
I am getting better with smoke.
But yeah, the smoke smell of a barbecue.
Yeah, it's
other smoke smells not so much.
Yeah, it's getting better.
Yeah,
it's taking time, taking a lot.
The fact
longer
that you
than
said
I thought.
the smell of grilled meats and smoke. And
that's
a good sign.
Yeah. And again, I'm very much a food related type of guy.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love, and that's the thing.
Hard
like,
not to be.
Some people are like, I know a guy who he told me that his favorite smell was the smell of bubble gum and girls' perfume, and I was like, individually,
what kind of girls' perfume?
So, but like nice girls' perfume, like
okay,
Victoria's Secret type stuff, whatever.
Him of probably dating or
Oh yeah, hot chicks, and I'm like, together, and he's like, yes, they have to be together. I was like, okay, so like the regular like pink bubblegum flavor and perfume and girls' perfume. He's like,
yeah,
and I was like, yeah, good on you, man.
All right,
good on you.
What's your last one?
Good on you. My last one is like the different stages of bread making.
So just bakery bread.
Yeah, bakery like bread dough, cooked bread, and that's the same thing like with like pizzerias, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Or regular bread,
that yeast smell.
That yeasty, bread. I mean, you kind of get that little bit again, that caramelizing with the with the flour and everything else like that. Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah.
Here's some ones that are like in the honorable mentions, but like fresh cut wood.
Oh yes,
that's a good smell.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh man,
fresh cut wood's good.
Oh,
and this one will transport you to any public pool, but the smell of the sun tanning coconut oil.
Yes.
Anytime you smell it, you're like summertime pools.
Summertime pools.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, anytime you smell that, you're just like, who's sunbathing?
And it could be just somebody walking through with a pina colada.
Yeah, exactly. Campfires.
Oh yeah.
I love the smell of cumin.
Really?
Yeah. I like cumin.
Okay.
Yeah, the smell. I put it in. I even put it in my steak rub.
Cumin's like good flavor. I will admit, not too much of a fan of the smell.
I like the smell of cumin.
Yeah. Love the flavor though. Yeah.
Pine tar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the smell of pine
tar. Okay. Nope. I get that. Okay. 100%. Yeah. Okay. I'm in.
Yep. Mainly because of like baseball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the smell of pine tar.
Yep.
Vanilla. Obviously, you can't go wrong with vanilla.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What type of vanilla though?
Like vanilla bean.
Well, yeah, but like what type of vanilla bean?
Don't even get me on the stuff you buy from the store, whatever that is. Eucalyptus.
Oh yeah,
I like
that's
the
a
smell
good
of
one.
Eucalyptus.
That's a good one.
This one's a hot take for a lot of people, but like the smell of like icy hot.
Oh, the menthol and everything else. Yeah.
Smell.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I like it, but I like menthol smell.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think it's like a vanilla-ish type pipe tobacco.
That's another. Have you ever been to the Tinderbox? There's a place called the Tinderbox. It used to be in Fashion Place Mall. Now it's across the street.
Yeah.
They sell pipe tobacco.
Oh, no way.
It smells so good. Man, I don't smoke, but like I would buy pipe tobacco in a pipe and just like light it and put it next to me. Cause I think it smells really good.
Yeah, there were people in cuz I don't smoke either, but like on my dad's side of the family, and they would smoke that type of stuff, and you're just like, because again, you get the Marlboro and everything else and Camels, and you're just like, oh my gosh, this stuff is like awful.
My grandma used to smoke, I think, Camels also.
Yeah. And then someone comes through and they're like, they've got actual pipe tobacco, and you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait.
Whoa. What was that?
Sir, you can stay.
Yeah. Because it's way different than cigarette smoke.
Totally different.
Cigarette smoke is nasty. I'm not a fan of cigarette smoke.
No.
Cigar smoke is a little bit better.
Yeah.
But man, pipe tobacco is something different.
Oh, dude, I don't know what they do to it.
I don't know either, but I think it's great. But another honorable mention is like leather, the smell of leather.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
leather smells.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And this one is because when I was in high school, my mom would make muffins for our basketball team every morning. So I love the smell of muffins.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Again, back to like
every morning she would wake up and make, because we had practice at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And so we would practice before school, and then my mom was like, man, you guys aren't having any food until lunch, and you've been up practicing since 6. So she would make muffins and bring juice, and then like the other moms would donate, and she would make it and bring it, and we'd have muffins and juice after practice. And I was like, I love the smell of muffins. Into my top 5, one of the ones popcorn, like movie theater popcorn.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could, once you smell it, you're instantly transported to either a movie theater or Disneyland.
Ooh, okay. Okay. I can see where you're coming with
like
on that
the smell
one.
of like down or like Main Street.
Main Street. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, popcorn. I love the smell of popcorn.
Yeah.
Freshly cut grass.
That's so good. Like I almost said that one.
Yeah.
Almost said that one. Yeah.
This one kind of goes along with your rain one, but ocean air.
Totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
so
being
good
on the ocean and smelling like that salty air.
Mm-hmm.
I love the smell of ocean air. This one, unfortunately, I can't smell anymore, but I love the way it did smell to me, and it's the air fresheners we have in the dojo. The Hawaiian Breeze.
Yeah.
I can't smell it. It's like, I can't smell it anymore.
It's a neurological thing.
Yeah. Like it's been like in my nose for like way too long. Everybody's like, oh, you smell like the dojo. And I was like, okay, what does that mean? But it's called Hawaiian Breeze.
Yeah.
I love the smell of Hawaii. Well, I did love the smell. I don't smell it anymore, and this one, I just have to say the name and everybody will instantly know what I'm talking about. Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows
it's
that
got
smell.
A specific smell.
Everybody, 100%. You show the picture and everybody's like, you can smell this picture.
Smell this picture.
Smell the picture.
You can't smell pictures. Let me show you one.
Yeah, exactly. But I got to give Disney kudos. I mean, they anchor that emotion of Disney with smells, and all of a sudden you smell and it transports you back to the Pirates ride, or Main Street.
Well, I do remember, like, I was watching something about it, and I think the smell on Main Street is a curated smell that Disney makes, or like whatever it is, like they're baking, and then they just waft it into,
they
pump it into the
streets,
which gives you that full sensory and experience of what they're trying to create.
Yep.
Yeah.
But those are mine. I'd love to know what everybody else's favorite smells are, or what certain smells remind you of, like getting back to like pipe tobacco. I remember Master Martin always telling the story of like his grandpa would always smoke like unfiltered Camels.
Oh yeah.
And he likes the smell because it reminds him of his grandpa. So, and everybody's like, oh God, cigarette smoking. He's like, yeah, it stinks, but that smell reminds me of my grandpa. Yeah. So
well, here, another one that people can fight about in the comments section is, does cilantro smell like an herb or biological soap?
Yeah, Jamin likes the smell of cilantro. I think cilantro smells good.
Yeah.
And I don't think it tastes like soap.
No.
But I have heard that people feel
Yep.
like it tastes like soap. And
It's
I was like,
leafy soap. So I love cilantro.
I think cilantro.
Fight it over in the comment section.
Yeah, let us know if you like cilantro. I do. And if you don't, you're weird. But moving on. All right, this week's slang, or Ask a Sensei. The first question is always slang terms. See how well you do. I quizzed Jay on these before he left, and he did very well. Thank goodness. It's medical terms.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And he should know them because he's a medical professional. First one, pretty easy. Stat.
Oh, it's immediately.
Yeah. Immediately. Right away. NPO.
NPO. I don't know that one.
That nothing by mouth.
Oh.
Which you look at it, it's like, oh, is that an acronym for something? No, it's not. There's no P in nothing by mouth. But NPO means nothing by mouth. I don't know why.
Oh, it's is it probably because like in the shorthand, like I think P means like I think
I don't know.
Yeah.
But
and
NPO,
O would be orally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So the O makes sense. I don't know what the P means. Okay. Code Brown.
Someone just crap themselves.
Yeah. Fecal incontinence.
Yes. Yes.
So you never want to hear Code Brown. Everybody's like, I don't want to deal with it. Code Brown. Bounce back.
Oh, it's somebody who you sent out from the ER and they end up coming back because you didn't diagnose them correctly the first time.
Yeah, it's a patient who returns shortly after being discharged.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Cabbage.
Oh, cabbage is a heart lung.
It deals with heart. It's coronary artery bypass graft.
Yeah.
Graft.
Yeah.
That's cabbage.
Yeah. Yeah, they do those a lot.
Yeah. Full code.
Oh, full code is like you've basically an asystole and they're trying to bring you back from death.
Full cardiac resuscitation.
Yeah. Yeah. And generally
it's bad news.
It's bad news, you know. One thing that I was taught many, many times by the ex is would just annoy the crap out of her. So if you ever see on TV, you see a flat line, and then they go grab the paddles and try to shock, you can't shock a flat line. If it's flatline, it's like basically chest compressions until the heartbeat starts again
and then
on its own.
And then you shock it while
you
it's
know,
beating.
well, once it starts again, you won't have to.
Interesting. Okay.
But if it's flatline, you do not shock a flatline.
Interesting.
Yeah. And it would always piss her off.
Yeah.
She'd be like, you don't shock a flatline. He's flatlining. Grab the paddles. And she's like, oh my gosh.
Stop it. Yeah. All right. Next one. Code yellow. It's the opposite of code brown.
Oh, is it just pee?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Urinary problems.
Oh, urinary problems.
Urinary incontinence. This one's funny. This one Jay didn't get, but it does make sense because I think it's just like local slang for the hospital people.
Okay.
It's not. I don't think it's actual medical codes.
Right.
It's a gas passer. It's the anesthesiologist.
Oh. That makes sense.
It makes sense once you hear it.
Sense.
Yeah.
I was like, is that like another term for a crop duster? Because I have heard nurses that, you know, of course, like nurses, tip my hat to them. Like they're on their feet, busting their butts all the time.
Exactly.
You know, and of course, like, you know, human body's human body. And, you know, you just gotta
cut one loose as you're
walking by a patient. And
yeah.
Generally, it's the patient who has GI issues, you know. So it's like,
yeah,
this guy's got a GI bleed. It doesn't matter how bad my gas is, ain't gonna come anywhere close to a GI bleed.
Yep.
For those of you who know.
Yeah. Lights. LYTES. Lights.
I don't know that one.
Electrolytes. Short for electrolytes.
Okay. Yeah.
So if they're like their shirt on lights, they need more electrolytes.
Oh, okay.
This one I think is also one of those other things that people in the hospital use, but it's not an actual term. The Freud Squad.
Is that the psych ward?
Yeah, pretty much psychiatric department.
Yeah.
Jay told me that this one, and I didn't know it. It's code pink. I had zero clue.
I don't know that one.
It's if a baby's abducted.
Oh, I thought that was a code blue.
That's next. Code pink is if a baby's abducted.
Okay.
Code blue is where stop breathing.
Oh, okay. Because I got
turn blue.
Yeah, because I was like, I know that there's one for
Yeah.
like for kids, and I thought it was code blue, but
Yeah, code pink is if a baby's
Yeah.
abducted. I was
Yeah.
like, they have a code for that
yes, they do,
because apparently it's a thing.
and it happens.
Yeah,
You know,
it's kind of wild. But let us know how many medical slangs and terminology you know or knew. They didn't do too bad. Like I wouldn't have known some of those.
Yeah.
Like the cabbage, no idea.
yeah.
You
I
know,
knew cabbage.
Bounce back. I mean, stat and code brown's pretty self-explanatory.
The one that I am very familiar with is an LVAD, a PVAD, an RVAD, and those are different ventricular arterial devices, basically devices that keep your blood moving.
There you
And
go.
if you get a LVAD in, you won't have a pulse with the current ones.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Good
But
times.
Moving on to our next question. All right, question number 2. What do you got?
Okay, so we have Thanksgiving that's coming up, and of course,
Yes.
for the next couple of episodes, I've got questions lined up. They're all Thanksgiving based.
I like
Um,
it. Next week will be our Thanksgiving episode.
Yes.
I love Thanksgiving.
Gosh, you know,
My favorite holiday besides 4th of July.
America. That and the eagle, the turkey, America's first eagle.
Yes.
You know,
The
Benjamin
a fat
Franklin. I mean,
eagle.
he was onto something.
Yeah, fat eagle.
So here's the thing, and I bring this up to everybody here, and this is the question for everybody: is that whenever you have Thanksgiving, right? Everybody shows up, and you've got the turkey, you've got all of the fixings and everything else. You've got rolls, you got and sometimes people do like turkey and they'll do ham at the same time, so you're like hitting both with both sides, and you're just like, you sit there and you eat all of it after the main dinner course. Then there's like what?
Football.
Well, yes. Fly, eagle,
That's right.
fly.
They don't play on Thanksgiving though. That's all right.
Oh, they don't?
They play
ever?
Not really. They
Oh.
play Black Friday this year.
Oh, hey,
So they play the
it's good.
next day.
It's good enough.
Yeah.
So of course, sit down for the game, right?
Okay.
Well, then generally after, like during the game or after the game, what comes after all of that? Dude, it's pie time.
Yes.
Dude, it's like dessert time.
Yes.
How are you supposed to enjoy the pie after
you-
literally you're sitting there, you've got your pants unbuttoned and undone, and
Yes.
you're sitting there lean back like this with your beverage, watching the game, and you have to eat cake now and pie and desserts?
Absolutely.
No.
Yes.
Okay. So my thing is this. I ran into this with some friends of mine, and they have a thing called Pie Day. Pie Day happens the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
I've never heard of pie.
Okay,
Day.
so this is kind of crazy, and again, this is like, what do you guys think about it? So, and the whole day is pie based.
Okay.
So Wednesday night, you have, and they go to like,
Marie calendars.
it was no, it was blah blah blah. Zapponis? No, not Zapponis. Yeah. But I think they call it Z Brothers now because I think
Okay.
they kind of like started to branch out. Go to Z Brothers Pizza. Super good pizza. It wasn't, on the list of Portnoy's, one bite. But
he did check out a lot here.
he
in
did
Utah.
check out again.
Some of them I was like, I didn't know that place was
I had
here.
I didn't either. And dude, a lot of respect for that guy.
Yeah.
Because like he came out, had a
takes it
great time.
serious.
He does take it serious, and he's like, and the thing is, even though he takes it serious, he's enjoying himself as he does it.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
100%. Anyway,
Yeah.
so they go to Z Brothers Pizza, and that's dinner, like all sorts of different pies,
Yeah.
right? And then after that, you like get a couple of pieces of pizza, and then all the different family members bring all of the different pies, from like, of course, pumpkin to blueberry to apple to, cherry to your banana creams and chocolate creams and all those others. And then you have pie night.
Okay.
Okay. So then you get all your dessert. Again, dessert first, whatever. Thursday comes around. Then you have like your big meal. And of course, you have some leftover pie and stuff from the night before. So
Yeah.
if you want something sweet afterwards, you can have a little piece. But it's not like the obligatory, like, I now have to stuff myself a second time
Okay.
to have the pie. My question
It's not a bad idea.
is that a bad idea? Yeah, like
I don't necessarily think. If you think about it just from like a nutritional or structural standpoint, you're consuming all the carbs that don't fill you all the way up first, and then have them a chance to like go through your system. Then you pound yourself with the proteins. It makes total sense.
yeah. I mean, you've got a carbo load
Yeah.
for the next day.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think about it
I think-
marathon style.
I think we're going to do that this year.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, now if we're going to do pie day,
Okay.
okay, what's on the pizza menu?
What's on your pizza?
Yeah, like what are you doing for the pizza then? Are you
I'm-
just going to keep it simple, like just cheese and pepperoni?
I'm
or
a purist in that aspect. I don't dislike different types of pies. Like mine is starting to turn me on to like the buffalo chicken pie.
Okay.
That one's not so bad. Oh, not the barbecue chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, buffalo chicken, that'd be different.
Yeah, buffalo chicken. The pie actually just across the parking lot does that. It's
Oh,
not.
no
It's
way.
not terrible, but if you don't like spicy things, then you don't want to get it.
Right.
But I really just like good old fashioned cheese or pepperoni for me. Me personally, I'm pretty simple that way. But I'm not opposed to trying different things. But I don't like all these weird exotic style pies. You could have your meat pie.
Right. You get your meat lovers. You get like
Mhm.
the supreme that has basically everything else on it and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. And so I was kind of like thinking about that. I was like, oh yeah, like I do like just like your typical American supreme.
Yeah.
If I could get like a Chicago deep dish.
It's got to come from like Chicago.
It's got to come from Chicago.
They
right.
used to have a deep dish place over at the district. I think we went there one time with Philip.
Oh yeah.
It was all right.
It was okay.
Yeah. If you got to eat it with a fork, is it even a pizza anymore? Like at that point, it's an actual pie.
Yeah.
No, if it's a
If ands or
pie,
buts,
it's a pie.
Yeah.
So I'm very much like just cheese and pepperoni type
Okay.
person.
So cheese and pepperoni.
And I'm starting to find out that I like more of the thinner style pizzas. I used to like the thicker, like the chewer
pan
kind.
pizza. Yeah.
I don't dislike those anymore, but I'm starting to like really dig the thinner style pizza.
That nice thin crust, and you
Yeah.
like bake it, rip it in a hot ripping oven.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you
kinda
get that
well
kind
done.
of cracker
Yep.
on that bottom with that little bit of the char.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, there's nothing that comes close to that flavor wise.
Yeah,
Flavor wise, it's amazing.
I'm starting to really dig that. I used to hate thin crust pizza. It's
Right.
like you don't get anything. It's like now it's just like okay, well instead of eating 2 slices, you got to eat 4.
You gotta eat. Yeah, that's why. Like
So-
when you go to, if you go to Italy and you get like your basic, your standard pizza, which is going to be that thin Napolitano style, thin crust with the sauce and whatever you have on top. You order one. It's like it looks like a large pizza here in the States, except there's like maybe 40% of it there. And
Yeah.
so, like, it's not like, oh, I'll have 2 or 3 pieces and I'm fine. It's like, no, like, that's your pizza.
Yeah, you
You eat the whole
thing.
pizza. Yeah, you eat the whole thing because it's really not much there.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of like margarita pizzas.
Yes.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah, with the fresh mozzarella. And, my favorite is to, like, have, like, the fresh basil on there, too.
Mm-hmm. What really pisses me off is when you go to an Italian place and you get the margarita and they put like actual slices of tomatoes on it.
Mm-hmm.
That
It's not a margarita at that
that
point.
frustrates the ever-loving shit out of me.
Now, if you want to have a pizza with fresh tomatoes on there with, like, a little bit of balsamic, like, or it's not balsamic,
I don't
but,
like to.
olive
I'm not a
oil and-
huge like raw tomato fan.
Okay.
I'm not. I just not my thing. I love tomato sauces.
Yeah.
And ketchup. I love.
Yeah.
I don't dislike tomatoes, but like raw
That
tomatoes.
raw tomato flavor.
I don't like them on
Mhm.
sandwiches. I don't like them on my pizza. So man, God, when we went to Lava Hot Springs for one of our TRUMOTION trips.
Yeah.
There's a Italian place by our hotel, and we went there and we ordered I was like, oh, they have a margarita. Let's get that. And they came out with these tomato slices on. And I was like, ugh.
And they don't tell you like in the description of what it is.
It says margarita, and you're just like, oh, tomato sauce, fresh mozzarella, and basil.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
No, that was not it. Yeah.
So as I was thinking about this, I was like, oh, this will be kind of fun. Like, I'll bring it to the podcast.
Yeah.
Because like it's gonna be fun to kind of reminisce and go down memory lane. And so I was like, oh yeah, fun traditions or fun things that like kind of different things to think about with like, we're eating the pizza and stuff like that. And I started thinking about pizza. So like, went down the same rabbit hole you did. Like, okay, again, before I went to Italy, I loved the pan.
Yeah.
Right. Went to Italy. I was like, oh my gosh, I love the margarita. Margarita is my favorite.
Yeah.
They have a couple others that were absolutely just mind blowing by way of flavor. And then kind of starting to think back on it, I was like, oh man, but you know what? One that was just really kind of out there, but I absolutely loved it every single time. And it was only good and if it was fresh.
Okay.
You couldn't put it in the fridge and then eat it later.
Oh.
And this was the Pizza Hut taco pizza.
I don't remember ever having that.
Oh, okay.
If I did, I don't remember it. The
So,
Pizza Hut taco pizza.
Pizza Hut taco pizza.
Interesting.
So it was a pan-style pizza,
Okay.
right, with the pan-style crust
Yeah.
that they then put on your refried beans and everything else, and then built everything else on top of it as if it was
A taco?
a taco.
I think I do remember it now. I don't
Almost
think
like a Navajo taco type
Yeah,
thing.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember it, though. Let me rephrase it. I don't remember what it tasted like.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
And again, it was basically like, again, like for those of you who have had a Navajo taco before, which is
Yeah.
basically a scone that you then put all of your
Put stuff on.
fixings and stuff
Yeah.
like that in there.
Thick thins.
For the fixings, man.
Yeah.
If Mike Tyson ever sees this, I'm
Yeah.
dead, man.
It's all right.
I love you. Love you, Mike.
Yeah.
Don't kill me.
Come say hi. That's about it.
But like, so you stick all that on there, and you get like your lettuce, and unfortunately,
Yeah.
like with it's got
Yeah,
the
they got
fresh
tomatoes.
tomatoes, but like you're sticking all like, and then you've got that shredded, cheddar cheese and stuff like that with the refried beans and all that, and then
Yeah.
but you've got that instead of now a like a tortilla shell or a taco shell or something like that. You've got like this this pan pizza dough that's underneath of it, and just I was like, and it took me back, and I was like, my ADD brain was like, do you remember the taco pizza? It was so good.
Taco pizza.
And then the fat boy inside of
Yeah.
me started drooling, and I was like, oh, good heavens.
Surprisingly, I didn't know that there were so many different styles of pizza. Like Detroit pizza is not too bad either.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
It's almost like Sicilian pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yeah. So
Where
there's
it's like the focaccia bread
so
almost.
focaccia barese. That's over like in it's still in the mainland.
Mhm.
It's on the east side from Bari, but yeah, cooked in a giant sheet, and then they take it. It's a very very hydrated dough, and once it raises and everything else, then they take their fingers and poke it into it.
Yeah.
My favorite was, of course, they would put in like almost like cherry tomato type size grape
Mhm.
tomatoes, right? Throughout the whole entire thing before it's baked,
Yeah.
and then of course, they'd salt and oregano and stuff like that, and then actual like Sicilian like Italian olives
Yeah.
that are cured and stuff like that. Put it in there. Oh my gosh! Like just thinking about that, like it just took me back.
Yeah.
But there's another one that's in Italy called sfincione, which is kind of a thicker, thicker style focaccia style bread
Okay.
with the sauce that they use on it is like a reduction of like there's a lot of onions, there is some tomato, and they use anchovies in there in that reduction sauce. Now, again, we say anchovies here in America. It is not what is over there.
Well, there's anchovies in Caesar dressing.
Yeah.
Most people don't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the anchovies that they have over there, of course, like they're, caught from the Mediterranean, cleaned and everything else, and then they take them and then they layer them in salt, and then they just like salt cure them,
Yeah.
and it is totally a different. Like I've never had a flavor like that before. But yeah, sfincione is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, looks like we're gonna have Pie Day
Pie Day. So
a week from Wednesday.
So the question is, like, all right, so like, should you have to eat all that food on one day, or does it break tradition by breaking it up?
I don't think it breaks tradition.
You know,
because nobody. I mean, technically, they didn't have turkey on the first Thanksgiving.
that is true.
So, I think whatever tradition you want is what you'll do.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna have Pie Day the day before. So
Sweet.
yeah.
Huh.
But let us know if you're gonna do Pie Day and what pie are you having. I'm not having pumpkin pie. No.
No.
Walnut tart.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
My mom makes a really good walnut tart.
Along that lines, like I love pecan.
Yeah, I love pecan
love
pie
pecan
too.
pie. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Way better than pumpkin. Ugh.
I like pumpkin, but I have to have like homemade whipped cream on top.
Yeah. But
And
moving on. All right, question number 3. We've had all sorts of distractions today. It's great. We've got this group of
It kind of looks like they're
stupid
gonna
teenagers.
do like it almost looks like they're trying to do some type of choreography together.
Yeah.
Because as I'm looking at, sometimes
Yeah,
you can look at a
I
group
know.
of people
You're just like,
and you're like, okay, this group of people, they all, and I think this kind of goes back to
swimming in the shallow end of the gene pool, it seems like. Jeez.
well,
They're dumb teenagers.
dumb teenagers. Like it is November, and there's a girl out there with a tank top, and yeah,
She's around a bunch of boys, and if I was her father, she would not be leaving the house. So,
yeah. But again, don't get me wrong. Is it warm for a November day?
kind
Yes. Is it tank top and belly midriff showing warm
No.
November day? No. This is not San Diego.
It's never
So,
warm enough for that
it's-
unless you're
Yeah.
18 and married, or 18,
18
or
and
married,
married.
or married, not 18 and married. It is Utah. That does happen here.
It does.
So,
It
but
does.
moving on to our third question, this kind of goes along into what we were just talking about. Without being political, what are some hot takes you have? Now, my hot take, talking pizzas, I think America makes better pizzas than Italy.
Oh, we can't be friends now.
Yeah, I'm just
I'm
saying. I think pizzas, it originated in Italy, but I think America has kind of perfected it, especially with the immigrants that have come from Italy and started making them here.
So I'm gonna challenge you on that
Yeah.
because this is kind of like this is my hot take. I don't think either one of them are number one.
Really? Where do you
And
feel
the-
like your number one comes from?
I don't think there is a number one.
Oh. Okay.
So like, I mean, would it be fair to like go through certain restaurants that make Napolitano style pizza in Italy and then rank those pizzerias against themselves? Yes, because they all make the same thing.
Mm.
So here in America, like we could do the same thing, right? We could look at it and be like, okay, these are like your Italian style, like Napolitano style pizzerias. Which one of these here make the best?
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that is because it's very much along the same lines of, like if those of you who know, like if the hat that chefs wear, every single pleat that's in the hat is a representation of how many different ways there are to cook an egg. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's like like you have to learn all 100 and some odd different ways to cook an egg. And does that mean that like soft boiled eggs are better than hard boiled eggs?
No, they're just different.
They're just different.
Yeah.
What about scrambled eggs are better than, fried eggs? What about, souffles? Are those better than, And this is kind of where this is my hot take. Like, I don't think you can actually come out and say, yes, American pizza is better because it's not even close to Italian style pizza. It's the same thing that I would almost bring up with like, because as much as a lot of people would like to say that, the Italians, brought forth noodles and pasta and stuff like that to the world. No, that was the Chinese.
Yeah.
Okay. The Chinese had noodles and everything else way before the Italians did, and then was actually brought over.
Mhm.
And tomatoes weren't even a part of Italy until like later on, and then those were brought over.
Yeah.
So is Italian pasta better than Chinese noodles? Not even close to the same.
That brings up another thing. Do the different shapes of pasta taste different?
So
Even
I can answer that one for you.
They are virtually the exact same ingredients.
Yeah. So the ingredients of making the pasta is the same.
Yes.
The shape is 100% based on the sauce that you have to use with it.
That's where it changes.
That's where it changes.
The pasta itself
does not
taste the same if it's linguine, spaghetti, angel hair, rigatoni, whatever.
Yep.
That's what I've always thought too. The style of noodle will be based off of like what sauce you put it with.
Yeah. So like for example, let's choose one that a lot of people will know. So we've got the rigatoni, which are like the bigger, rounder ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are really, really good for your thick white sauces and your cream sauces and stuff like that because it gives you a big surface area to hold on to.
Yeah.
You wouldn't use that same type of sauce with like an angel hair pasta. Okay. Because it is so thin, like you would mix the sauce and then it would just clump together like glue.
Yeah.
And be so heavy and like it wouldn't, like that you'd get not a really good proportional bite of the actual pasta and the sauce as well.
Yeah.
The inverse is true, where if you have a very thin sauce, okay, like one of my personal favorites when I need to make something very quick, it's called aglio olio peperoncino, which is basically olive oil, garlic, and red pepper. And you just kind of lightly toast the garlic in the olive oil and red peppers and, garnish it at the very end with like chopped cilantro. So if anybody here has watched, any of you have watched the movie Chef with Jon Favreau, the dish that he makes Scarlett Johansson in the very beginning of the movie is that same dish. Because that's a thin oil sauce, you use a thin pasta to go with it.
Makes sense.
Because that way it's a tighter surface area. It's going to be able to hold on to that thin sauce and be able to, give you the flavor of the sauce and stuff with the noodles.
So there's one hot take. Do you got any hot
takes?
I
do.
Okay.
Oh, I do.
Well, remember,
we're on pizza now. You got me going.
We don't have, we have a long time, but we don't have all night to talk about every hot take.
I mean, you know who I am, right?
Yeah, that's why I preface this. We do have a timetable to. Nobody wants to listen to us rant for 5 hours. It could happen.
Unfortunately, and a lot of that would probably just be you sitting there looking at me and be like, "Okay, Tony, can you shut up?" I would
interject every now and then. So what's some of your hot takes?
Pineapple does not belong on pizza.
I completely agree.
Dude,
pineapple does not belong on pizza.
All of you who are like, pizza, go to hell.
Salty.
Like, are you? No.
Now, granted, do you have the right to put pineapple on pizza? You do. Should you put pineapple on pizza?
No.
No, you should not put pineapple on pizza. You put pineapple on like ham and pork.
Yeah.
Or put it in a fruit salad.
Yeah. Or blend it up and put some ice cream with it or whatever, or make yourself a pina colada, and, go from there. But
pineapple does not belong on pizza.
Pineapple does not belong on freaking pizza.
Yeah, I cannot stand Hawaiian pizza.
Oh, dude. And here's the funny thing, like, ham on, like sliced ham on pizza, super good.
Yeah.
Super tasty.
I agree.
Not pineapple and ham on pizza. No, I'm sorry. You're wrong.
Yep.
And it's okay if you want to be wrong. Like, I mean.
Yeah, you can be wrong.
You can be wrong.
I'm not going to tell you I'll tell you you're wrong, but you can still be wrong even if you don't agree with me.
Yes.
Or that whole phrase, I would agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't believe pineapple should be on pizza.
No.
Yeah. No, thank you.
No.
What else you got? Any more?
So
hot
I
takes?
do.
Let's do at least one more.
We'll do one more. And again, same vein, Italian vein that I have in me. My opinion is this. Whatever restaurant you're working at, if it is a restaurant of a different nationality other than like American, like you're giving you're serving American style cuisine. I mean, you should be able to pronounce all the words that are in your American style cuisine, right? Like, oh, so what have you got? oh, well, we've got pot roast, we've got we've got turkey dinner, we've got hamburger, we've got what do you want?
Yeah.
We've got steak and okay, cool. So you know how to say all those words. If you go to a foreign restaurant, like if an Italian restaurant, for example, in this case, and you don't know how to pronounce the food that you're serving people, get out. I mean, that literally, if I walked in and someone came in, there's a certain appetizer that everybody says wrong. And if you're the person who works there and you say it wrong.
What is it?
Okay, I will explain to you what the food is.
Okay.
And then I will tell you how to say the word correctly, because I'll guarantee you have viewers and listeners that are like, oh, I say it like this. It's like, well, you're wrong and you sound like a moron. So it's bread or toasted bread in a little shape.
Oh, I already know what you're talking about.
Tomato, like a fresh slice
and
of
they always say
mozzarella.
bruschetta.
Oh, my freaking hell, dude. Bruschetta. And I'm like, go leave. You know what? I don't have time. My money's better somewhere else. I will, I don't even want Italian food right now. I'm going to go get sushi. Screw y'all.
Are you the type of person that always has to overpronounce? You're like, bruschetta.
Actually, if I heard a waiter say it, I would just look at him and be like, really? That's how you're going to say that?
So for all the viewers out there.
How
should they say bruschetta?
It's bruschetta.
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 Not bruschetta.
No,
bruschetta.
Bruschetta. That's it. Basta.
See, look, you even got the inflex in it. Bruschetta.
Well, and the reason, here's the funny thing. The reason why there's that little bit of a pause is because there's two T's. And so whenever there's a double consonant, you hold that. But that longer.
So this is another hot take. Haven't you ever noticed that certain types of accents or languages, people will accentuate that and everybody's okay with it, like Italian.
Mm-hmm.
Like mozzarella, and they make it sound more Italian.
Right.
But it's not okay if you do it with the Chinese restaurant. Right?
As an example?
I don't even want to. But right? That's a thing. If I went to a Chinese restaurant and I tried to overpronounce these words with a Chinese style accent, I would probably get dirty looks and my food spat in. Right? Probably. Or if you did it at a Mexican restaurant and you try to have this Mexican accent or a Spanish accent, people would look at you weird. But if you do it with Italian stuff, it's okay. Right?
So I kind of look at it this way. So, if you dial the clock back, and I say dial it, and you don't have to dial the clock back too long. Italians and Irish were the first Mexicans.
Yeah.
Let's just be brutally honest. Everybody hated us, even though it's I'm Swedish, so whatever. But
I'm mostly Irish.
Yeah,
surprisingly.
Yeah, everybody hated you.
Yeah, and I have a last name of Diaz.
Yeah, right.
Go figure.
Irish with a Spanish last name.
Irish, Cuban. Jeez.
And so I think it comes full circle, And I think the next people on the block where it's okay to kind of over accentuate that, and you see it with people making comedy bits and memes and stuff like that, is the Mexican, or South American Spanish accent.
Yeah, but it's okay if you do
totally
it with
okay.
Italians.
Oh, Italians don't
nobody
freaking care.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, even some Hispanic people, they don't care.
But yeah, if you try to do it with Asian stuff, you sound like a jackass.
Yeah.
And if you do it with Latin stuff, you kind of sound like a racist asshole.
But I mean, it's for me, for me, it's good. You know, so so I see here with the microphone, this thing is right here.
Exactly.
And if I do this accent for long enough, and I get a good reparations from everybody. You know, like people think of me very very good.
Because remember, we tried to cancel Chichi Rodriguez.
I know.
And oh shoot, what was the other one? Speedy Gonzalez.
Yes.
And it's like, oh geez, relax, people.
But
that's another hot take. People just need to relax.
You just need to relax. Just calm down.
It's okay.
Relax. It's okay.
It's okay. Everybody makes fun of everybody.
It is okay.
It's all right.
It is okay.
But moving on to our last question. All right, question number 4. What do you got for us?
Question number 4 is, when was the last time that you actually went out and did Black Friday shopping? Like actually on Black Friday.
Oh, it was 2020 or 2001.
No way. All the way back then.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't go out Black Friday shopping.
Wow.
Yeah, I bought my dad a DVD player.
No way.
Yeah. It was at the it's not there anymore, but at the Kmart on State Street, north of Fashion Place Mall.
Okay,
Yeah, they had a Kmart over there. And I remember I was like, oh, yeah, we'll go early. It's not that going to... No, we were there at like 5 a.m. We were at the very end of the parking lot. It was snowing. We had a snowstorm.
Yeah.
I was like, this is not my jam.
Yeah.
If I need something on Black Friday, it's this thing called Cyber Monday. Totally cool with it.
And I think that's, because I was thinking about that, like, because I worked retail before I did. We were running a studio and everything else. And unfortunately, working retail really ruins you for all holidays.
Yeah.
It really does because you see the worst in everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You see the worst in what people think the holiday is. If you don't have a certain item that they're looking for, that they've got this preconceived
your personal
notion,
problem that it's not there,
and you just destroyed their Christmas, and oh my gosh, it's Armageddon.
Yep.
And so like I would generally have to work one of the like Black Friday events and stuff like that. So for me, I was like actually thinking about that, like how they would start to, like Black Friday was Black Friday. It started like 10 o'clock in the morning. It used to.
Yeah.
Used to. Then it was like 9 o'clock in the morning. Then 8. Then 7, 6, 5. It just keeps rolling back until it was like, we're starting Black Friday, Thanksgiving, day at like 8.
Yeah.
And I remember when they first started doing that. I think Walmart was the first company to do that.
Yeah.
And of course, I could be misspeaking right there, but and I remember the public losing their mind.
Oh yeah.
And it's
I kind of agree.
Then don't go shopping. And guess what they're going to do next year?
They're going to change it.
They're going to change it.
Yeah. I can understand why the public lost their mind, but at the same time, it's like, then don't partake.
Yeah.
Just don't go.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't want to say I lied. Shannon and I went one year, but we didn't really shop. Like,
okay.
We had nothing to do. We were driving around, and it was in the evening, like Thanksgiving evening, like maybe around 4. And we're like, hey, let's just stop into Best Buy.
Right.
Or, no, it wasn't even. It was the day after.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Black Friday, and we're like, "Hey, we got nothing to do today. Let's go check out a store." So we went over to Best Buy, and we got so much like hate from the employees that I'm like, "Dude, I don't want to come back and do it again." We're like, "Hey, how you doing?" They're like, "Oh, I'm freaking working. How do you think?"
No.
Well, I'm sorry you chose to have this job. Like, get a new one if you don't like it.
Yeah.
Like, I never understood that, like, getting mad at the people that are shopping at your store, providing you a paycheck because they're shopping at your store. Like, but that's because, like, we've owned businesses.
Right.
So it's like,
right.
I would gladly come in if someone was all like, hey, I'll meet you at the dojo at 4 on a Sunday to, like, pay you money. And I'd be like, I'll be there.
Right, right.
Of course.
Right.
And it's like, when you're young and you work retail and everybody's like, oh, can I come in like 5 minutes before you close? You're like, no, we're closed. Get out of here. And it's like,
that even to this day blows my mind, especially like if it's if it's just a retail place.
Yeah.
restaurants I have a little bit more leeway with.
Yeah.
Because I know the spin down on a restaurant is a lot more involved.
I tell Shannon, I go, if they close in a half hour, we're not going there.
No.
Like, just you will get food you do not want.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, when I pick up Jamin from work every now and then, Sprouts closes at 10. People will like haul ass into the parking lot at 9:59 to try to get in there. I'm like, what in the world do you need at 10 o'clock at night from Sprouts that you can't wait to get the next morning at 8 a.m.?
Or if you need it so bad, guess what? There are grocery stores that are open 24/7 out in the valley. Why don't you just drive to one of those and take your freaking time?
That I never understood that.
Yeah.
So I don't go Black Friday shopping because of that. One, the like craziness of it, and like just how rude the employees were when we went there. They made me feel bad for like going in their store.
Right.
And I'm like, we're gonna leave. Shannon's like, yeah. Like everybody's treating us like we're inconveniencing them.
Right. And their hours that they actually have to work there. It's not like like you showed up at 12, like 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
I have an employee that's like, dude, do you know how late it is?
Like,
I've been here since like 5.
Yeah. Exactly. So I don't get it. When was the last time you went Black Friday shopping?
So the last time I went Black Friday shopping, because I don't normally do it because again, when I was running the studio.
Yeah.
Like that's when I had my big sale and stuff. And it would be an event, Like I would spend, which is probably all the profit that I made. And just like I had hot chocolate, I had donuts, I had like muffins, I had like all sorts of stuff. I had swag galore because I was like, it's an event. Come on in. Let's help you out. But the one time that I did remember going Black Friday shopping was right after my house fire.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, okay, like there's certain things we need to get. It's November. The building on the house and everything else is moving along. Like we've got sheetrock and stuff like that. Like we're getting close to where we might be able to move in within the next 3-4 months. And so Black Friday came around and we're like, oh, well, let's just go to Costco and, let's see what they've got for like TVs and stuff like that. And I remember pulling up to Costco on Black Friday. And, dude, the parking lot was
never done that.
Empty.
Really?
No one was there. Not a soul.
Wow.
We're like, is this even open? Walked in at 10 o'clock, and they were open. Like, employees were there.
Does Costco even have a Black Friday sale?
No, I thought they did, but nobody was there.
That's wild.
And so we went and kind of looked at some stuff. And then we ended up going to like RC Willey because they had the TVs that I wanted and everything else, and so
interesting,
which was great. But
I think the days of like storming the stores for Black Friday are going away.
I really hope they are.
I hope they are too.
Because again, this is a sad thing to say, because it does affect not only your shopping experience, but it also affects the ease of actually going down to a store and picking something up.
Yeah.
And it also is going to affect people's, property taxes, unfortunately. But I think your traditional brick and mortar stores for a lot of that type of stuff is going to go away.
Yeah, it's already starting.
Yeah. Oh, it's been going on for a while.
Yeah. Which I have a love-hate relationship with.
Yeah.
It's like I love the convenience of online shopping, but I hate that it's putting out like mom and pop shops.
Right.
So if I feel like I can get something at a mom and pop shop, I will force myself to go out of my way to buy it from them.
Right.
Even if it's a little bit more too.
Yeah. Yeah. And
now, if it's like crazy outrageous, I'll be like, dude, I can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's, and I think that because of the, it's just the efficiency of online shopping. Like I don't have to drive. Yep. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to make sure that my vehicle is going to be big enough to have whatever it is to haul it. And honestly, I really kind of hope that, like, because again, now think about this. I get notifications for Bucked Up, which is nutritional supplement company and stuff like that. They have their Black Friday sale going on right now.
Yeah. They have it. A lot of companies and a lot of places
15th,
are doing it all month long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we do ours the week before Thanksgiving.
Right.
Yeah.
So that way you can spend time with your family and
Yeah.
stuff. And that's one thing that looking back on like decisions that I made, and again, a lot of it was, and you know how this works.
Mm-hmm.
You know how you're like, I'm willing to make sacrifices in order to, again, you're going to pay me a lot of money. I will be here
Yeah.
the day after Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, you do know that means that you're not going to be able to spend time with family on Thanksgiving. It's like, this is my job.
Yeah.
This is my business. And if
Mhm.
I don't show up, I'm going to be missing out on tens of thousands of dollars
Yeah.
that I could bring in. That's not only going
That
to,
would benefit your family.
it's going to benefit my family. It's
Yeah.
going to lock in a student for a while. It's going to be able to get them deals that it's going to benefit them,
Yeah.
but and I think I started doing it the week. Was it the week of? We talked to Danny,
Yeah.
and Danny was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, like I do it like the week before."
Yeah.
Because I remember us asking him one of the times that we went down to
Yeah.
California.
We won't disclose numbers or nothing.
Like he
But
made.
we're like, yeah, we did pretty well, and then he told us what he did, and we're like, we did not do very well.
I was like, yeah, like my Black Friday was awesome. He's like, how much you make? I'm like, I made $5, and
Yeah.
I was like, how much you make? He's like, I made 100. You're like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Danny, you're the man.
Danny's the man. But again, learning from somebody who, again, it worked for him.
Yeah.
Of just being like, you know what? Hey, like, I'm just going to do it all week.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, okay. So like, if I could do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
and I meet all of my students Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Yeah.
then I'm done.
Yeah.
I can then have Thursday and Friday, Saturday to be with my family.
Yeah.
And that's really like at the end of the day. And I think you kind of learned this the hard way, when you run your own business, I think it's a very fine line between sacrifice and family.
Yeah. Because if you don't sacrifice for your family, then you can't provide for your family.
Yeah.
But if you sacrifice
Too
too
much,
much for your family,
You won't have a family to sacrifice for.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Okay.
still have your kids.
I still have my kids.
Yeah.
I still have my kids, but I do. And again, I don't know.
It is a very fine line that you have to toe,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, unfortunately, will use their family as an excuse not to work hard.
Yeah.
As opposed to using their family as an excuse to work hard.
Yeah. I think honestly, like, even though like, and this is kind of what hurts is that, like I was moderately successful. Did I run my studio for 17 years? Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Did it make money? Yup.
Yeah.
Did I save a lot of money and squirrel a lot of money away? Sure. Was it as successful as people that I surrounded myself with and looked up to? No, and I kind of beat myself up about that, and that's a me thing.
Yeah.
Just because, and again, it's not because they were rude to me or anything else, or like they were putting me down or stealing my business. No. Like they would literally bend over backwards to help me.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tyler, Danny, all those guys. I just for some reason I just didn't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a me thing. It probably was a me thing. But I would, you try and you push and you push and you push and you push. And you're like, if I push just a little bit harder, then everything's like, this is where the dam is going to break. If I push just a little bit harder. And that was a me thing where I just didn't finally I took a page out of your book and was like, I think we're going to close because I would stay open between Christmas and New Year's.
Oh, I would too. I remember we would only close Christmas Day and New Year's Day, and we'd be half day on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And
what would you do on those days?
Yeah, I mean, everybody has all good intentions of showing up for class, and I remember I'd be like, "Hey, you going to be here? Because I'll show up for you if you need to, if you're going to be here." And they're like, "Oh yeah, we're going to come. It's going to be great." And then it's lesson time, and they forget, or something came up, and I'm just like, "I'm here instead of being somewhere else where I could have been doing something."
Yeah.
So we're just going to take that out of the equation, and we're just going to close.
Yeah.
And, I used to do it where, like, when Emily was teaching with us, where I would take a week off and she'd be at the dojo, and then she would take a week off and I'd be at the dojo.
Right.
And then it was just like, no, we're just going to close.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll make up everybody's lesson when we get back or before we leave.
Right.
And you get nervous doing that because you're like, oh God, what's going to happen? Like, are we going to lose students and this and that? Is something bad going to No, everything's going to be fine.
And I think a lot of that just comes, from the culture that we were
Mm-hmm.
brought up in when we first started running our studios.
Yeah.
Because here's the brutal honesty. I would dare say that our industry, especially knowing how well you are as a teacher, same thing with, Master Martin, same thing with, Master Huang.
Just everybody we
everybody
associate with,
that we know, like
Yeah.
Brent, everybody that I know.
Yeah.
Okay. I would almost say that the caliber of people that we surrounded ourselves with, the retention rate is relatively high.
Oh, it's very high.
And then if you were to look at like dance, for example,
Mm-hmm.
gymnastics, cheer, tumbling, all of those, they all close for Christmas break.
Mm-hmm.
They all close for spring break.
Yep.
They all close for Thanksgiving. And there's no discount.
No.
It's like, no, these are the days we're closed. This is factored into your tuition.
Yep.
And they don't worry about it. And that's one thing, again, kind of looking back at my life, I'm like, you know what? I kind of wish that I, would have had a little bit more of an open mind to think like, oh yeah, no, I can do this.
Yeah.
I can make this choice instead of constantly beating myself up. Like, I just need to work a little bit harder to get that little extra. I need to work a little bit harder to get that extra. And then looking at it in the end of the day and being completely, logical about it. Like, okay, let's look at the numbers. You worked all of these extra holidays. You did all the extra. At the end of the day, how much did you bring in?
Yeah.
Like, did you bring in any money? You didn't. Okay, good. And that's kind of like the same thing, coming back full circle, small tangent, with like Black Friday and having it be all month.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, what if we just do it all month?
Yeah.
Cyber Mondays is a thing,
Yeah.
so nobody's going to go to the stores and stuff, for websites. They're all going to be doing their own thing.
Yeah.
And so, let's just do let's do Black Friday the entire month,
Mm-hmm.
and then you buy all your stuff and then you're good to go.
Yep. I agree.
So, and honestly, take the Friday,
Yeah.
spend it with your family,
Yeah.
enjoy.
Stuff will be there on Saturday.
And it's just stuff.
It is just stuff.
And I think a lot of my attitude with that has changed post-fire.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of hard not to think of it that way.
It's just stuff.
It is just stuff. You can get it back,
Yeah.
or you can just replace it with other stuff.
Other stuff.
Yeah.
And at the end, it's just, it's not going to bring
certain
you any
things
more
that
joy.
you can't replace, and that's the stuff you want to protect.
Right.
Yeah. So make sure you realize what's important to you and what's not important to you. But moving on to our fight scene. Okay, this week's fight scene. I honestly don't know how this is going to go, but we're going to find out. We have Spawn versus Moon Knight. This one's going to be interesting because they're kind of very similar in nature.
Yeah, they are.
They have obviously different skill sets. I've been thinking through this one. I'm like, I can't really think of a clear winner right offhand, to be quite honest with you. So we have Spawn, who is what is he? The general of?
He's an agent of the devil, right?
Agent of the devil.
Yeah.
He's supposed to lead the Devil's Army.
The Devil's Army.
Yeah. And then you have Moon Knight, who's the avatar of, I can never remember. Khonshu? Yeah, Khonshu.
Yeah.
The Egyptian god. So, let's take this round one in the fires of hell. Spawn versus Moon Knight. I got Spawn because it's in hell.
I would say that too. And I'm actually just thinking about it for a couple, in other scenarios too. The thing is with Spawn is that he can't die.
Yeah.
Is it going to be painful? Sure, why not? Whatever, it's hell,
Yeah.
But yeah, Spawn.
I think Spawn would win in round one. Okay, round two, we'll say Egypt.
Okay.
I feel like because it's home field, Moon Knight has a fighter's chance on on winning, where you find some way to trap Spawn in some dream realm or whatever.
Yeah. Which would be possible. You know, take him to the underworld, weigh his heart type of thing, and all that other stuff. Oh, man.
So I'm going to, just for the sake of arguments, I'm going to go with Moon Knight.
Okay. I'm still going to go with Spawn.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go with Spawn because, again, I think there's one thing that we're not taking into consideration. Not only the fact that, yes, you know, that his actual character of who he is, you know, this guy who was, if I'm going to get this wrong, but he was a detective, right?
He was a soldier.
Oh, soldier. That's right. Yeah, soldier. And, you know, his wife, no. He died.
Yeah, he died.
And then, of course, came back and his wife was, you know, with somebody else and that type of stuff. And so he's got that type of angst. But again, we're talking somebody who's like a trained soldier.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've got that as a giant bonus, number one. And number two, his cape.
Yeah.
It is an extension of his entire body.
Yep.
And I mean, I don't care who you are, like, you're not getting around that.
The
chains,
really
everything else.
I just think for the sake of argument, I was going to go with Moon Knight. But okay, so you got 2-0. I got 1-1. Now, in a cage, but we'll just have them be like the extensions of who they already are. So like not I can never remember his name, the guy that he was before Spawn.
Oh yeah.
Or Mark
Michael
Spector.
J. White, we'll just call him that.
Michael J. White, yep. Or Mark Spector.
Yeah.
Well, they are the characters,
and
they have those innate abilities that they have with them as those characters.
Yeah.
In a cage, so no running away, no dragging them to different realms.
Right. Just fist to fist.
Just fighting.
Yeah.
That being said, the fact that he has that Special Forces background, I think Spawn takes
it.
Yeah, I think Spawn takes him. So, I want to say it's going to be close, but I don't think so.
No, it's going to be a bloodbath.
Did you ever watch the new Marvel Zombies on Disney Plus?
No.
Yeah. Blade is the new avatar for Khonshu.
Oh, no way.
And he's pretty badass.
We're talking like Wesley Snipes Blade?
No, we're talking the new Marshall.
Oh.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new, but yeah, kind of. It's pretty good. You should watch it. Yeah.
Speaking of fights, I'll throw another hot take in there.
What's that?
Since you brought up Marvel and Disney.
Oh, geez. They're sucking.
Marvel needs to die.
Marvel needs a revamp.
Yeah.
They need to get rid of their writers, and they need to go back to what was working.
Yep.
That's what 100%. They need to do. Yeah, I would agree. Marvel they've relied so much on like the RDJ versions of everything and Endgame. Ever since Endgame, everything sucked.
Yeah.
It's been terrible.
Agreed.
I think maybe okay, let me rephrase. Not all of them. The Spider-Mans have been decent. Was it whatever the 2 Spider-Man ones were? Those weren't terrible.
Yep.
But everything else, like the Eternals, awful.
Oh, dude.
Thor: Love and Thunder, awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've just been bad. The Quantum Realm.
Oh, yeah.
That was bad.
How did you feel about Fantastic Four?
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
And it's on my things to watch.
Okay.
The Thunderbolts wasn't terrible.
It wasn't terrible.
It wasn't great.
I wouldn't say it was anything to write home to mom about.
Yeah. I didn't think it was terrible, but it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I got to see that again.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, my hot take is that in order to like basically start over again, to make it better, they are going to have to start over.
Yeah.
And I don't know if a lot of people probably don't remember this, but Marvel was going bankrupt.
Yep.
That's why so many different movie houses
have
own
the rights.
Franchises and rights, because they literally were selling the baby with the bathwater and everything else. But there was, in one of the final storylines that permeated through all of the comic books, was the Onslaught series.
Yeah.
Where, Professor X took all the negative stuff from Magneto. Magneto became a good guy, which is kind of odd.
Yeah.
But then he created this negative being out of all of that hatred and all that energy and his own psychic energies. And then Charles was trapped on the inside, and that beast went through and just killed everybody.
Yeah.
And again, it was a final battle at the very end. No one makes it. Except there was like 5 people out of the entire Marvel universe that survived.
Yeah.
The entire Fantastic Four is all dead. The Hulk dies. Like almost all the X-Men are dead. Spider-Man's gone. Like, it's just, everybody's dead.
Yeah.
And I think like once you do that, then you can have a clean slate. But do you also think that it might be because people are just done with comic book movies too?
If they were good, I would say no. But I think because they've been so bad,
right,
people are done with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. I don't think necessarily people are done with comic book movies because like Superman did all right.
Did okay.
Yeah. But I think because they've been oversaturated.
Yeah.
And they've been so subpar, people are just like, I'm tired of bad movies.
Right.
Like I went and saw the Predator movie.
Oh, the new one.
And that was really good.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Dude, Prey was super good.
Yeah.
Prey was super, super good.
Yeah, Predator Badlands is good.
Is it?
It's a good movie. So.
Yeah, and again, just kind of thinking out loud, I mean, it kind of goes to show, like, because I remember when The Witcher came out.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill.
That
dude was so good.
They have the new season out.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not watching it.
I'm not either.
Not
because
until
it's
at least like they have bad ratings, and then I'll be like, maybe I'll watch it.
Well,
but they got rid of Cavill. And,
they did.
Yeah.
And again, it's because he's a fan's fan.
Yeah.
He
knew that they were going in a direction that it wasn't part of the storyline.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they got rid of him and put somebody else in there who would just read the lines.
Yeah, Liam Hemsworth.
And I'm sorry, but I think that's a great example of, like, you had a good story, you had good writing in the beginning.
Yeah.
And you had somebody who would fight for you and actually moved like the character because he became the character.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, like, have you Amazon Prime, Secret Level. It's
I haven't watched
a bunch of shorts. Okay.
I think I've seen it. I haven't watched it. I tried watching The Wheeler of Time, I think.
The Wheel of Time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was all right.
That one's okay. And that's, again, Robert Jordan.
Yeah.
Anything like that, you got a big fan base, and so you've got to really stay true to the work. But anyway, in Secret Level, they have a whole bunch of shorts on, like, different, like, video games, board games, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they do a Warhammer 40K
okay.
short on it. And no joke, writing is fantastic. They stayed true to the lore. I mean, it's like 15 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
It is absolutely amazing.
And
like, I watched it, and I just use that as an example of, like, dude, you've got great writing, great cinematography.
Mm-hmm.
The majority of this is like there's no words in it. It's just a story, and you're just getting, and it unfolds in front of you, and tells you the story.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we're missing.
Yeah.
Well,
getting back to the original thing, I've got Spawn winning 2-1.
I got Spawn just destroying, dominating.
So,
yeah.
But moving on to our joke of the week.
That's so funny.
That
Good
was a
joke.
funny
Good joke.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you have a joke this week?
I do not.
Oh, you start bringing a joke.
I need to start bringing jokes.
Okay,
know.
So this one is, why do men fart more than women? Yeah, I'm doing a lot of women jokes lately.
I don't know.
It's because women don't stay quiet long enough to build up the pressure.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So take that
Very
for what
good.
it's worth.
Very, very good.
But that's
Very
the
good.
joke of the week. But moving on to our shout outs. All right. Anybody you'd like to shout out this week?
Shout out to the whole entire crew and everybody at Millennial Choirs and Orchestra.
Choirs.
Yeah, that really make everything flow with that. All of the volunteers, the parent volunteers, especially Brandon and Brett Stewart, who are the co-founders of Millennial Choirs and Orchestra. They do such a good job. Christina Bishop, who's our other director, who's here in the Utah area. Both Christina and Brett and Brandon, I think all three of them go up to the Boise location and help direct and everything. I mean, this is like a full-time gig for them.
Yeah.
And so, in order to put something together like this that is awesome for so many people, it's really kind of awesome. Awesome, and it's awesome to be part of something that is this big as we are. You know, so I mean, we've got like for the adults. The adult choir, we have like 370 people that are in it.
That's pretty big.
And then I think we've got about 600 kids that are going to be in it.
So you probably got close to 1,000 people.
And that's just here in Utah. A full orchestra. I mean, again, fantastic musicians and everything else. And none of that can happen without like the hard work and dedication of all those people too. Yeah. So big shout out to those guys.
Shout out to the Millennial Choir. Shout out Kyle and AJ. For taking the loss graciously as they did. They're Packers fans. And not saying, but a certain team beat them. Certain team beat them on last Monday night.
That's
too bad. Now the Eagles have a big test this weekend. They play the Lions at home, so that'll be good.
That'll be a good game.
But shout out Birds. Good job.
Tush push, baby.
Yep. I was really hoping that first play, no matter where they were, they'd line up for the tush push, but they didn't. Just to give the whole organization a big finger, because they were the ones that started the push to ban it.
Right. Right.
Yeah. But moving on to our final thoughts. All right. I think we talked a lot of stuff today, but I think probably the biggest one that we should take away is know what's a priority.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spend time with your family, but don't use your family as an excuse not to work hard or provide for them. So you do have to get out there. You do have to sacrifice a little bit of time, but try not to think of it in terms of like sacrifice. It's an investment. You're investing in future time, hopefully.
Yeah.
But man, with the year that we've been having, you can never bypass today for the sake of tomorrow.
Right.
So even though you want to think about investing in future time, unfortunately, that's not always guaranteed to us.
Yeah.
So if you have the opportunity to spend time with people, please spend time with people. If your parents are fortunately still alive, spend time with them, talk to them. If your grandparents are alive, spend time with them, talk to them. You still have kids in the house. They're not going to be kids forever. They will move out.
Yeah.
Enjoy the time with them. I mean, I feel like that's the biggest takeaway from today, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah. So, like with the first thing that, like, do we have, pie on Thanksgiving Day?
Yeah.
Or do you have it on the Wednesday before? All of that is a moot point when you don't have kids.
Yeah. Or if you don't have somebody to share it with.
If you don't have somebody to share it with.
Mm-hmm.
In the situation that I'm in right now, I mean, you never think that you're going to be alone on major holidays.
Yeah.
And to have that come as a sudden realization that like, oh yeah, no, it's not that, okay, fine, like your spouse or whatever isn't with you. It's that, oh, on this holiday now, you don't have your kids.
Yeah, you don't have your kids.
So don't put off tomorrow that which could be done today.
Yeah.
As fun as it is to kind of think about like, oh, you will have dessert day before Thanksgiving. Okay, great. Then make that happen with your family and everybody else there.
Yeah, with the people you care about.
Make that happen with the people you care about. But again, like you said, because I think that happens sometimes that we use family as an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
As an excuse to not
spend
time with family, and that's just sad.
Yeah. It's interesting because like Shanna will run into that with people at work.
Mm-hmm.
Or they'll be like, oh God, I'm just going to stay at work a little bit longer. I don't want to go home. And she's like, why don't you want to go home? Like, I can't wait to get out of here to go home. So, yeah, it's kind of wild that there are people out there that look for excuses not to go home. That's sad.
And I will say this, especially, from this necessarily wasn't a me thing.
Mhm.
I wanted to be home more, but I think some people just don't want to have that discussion because that confrontation is
Yeah.
so large in their head
Yeah.
that they can't communicate that to the other person, and so
Mhm.
it's just easier if I just avoid it.
Yeah.
You know,
If I just bury my head in the sand,
Right.
it'll go away.
right? Like
Mhm.
James Saxon says, either
Yeah.
like you can either talk to your spouse now, or you can talk to him when you're getting a divorce.
Yeah.
Either which way, you're gonna have to talk to him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, that's kind of funny, being in my situation. But yeah, like figure out what is important,
Mm-hmm.
because what we generally think is important is not as important as we think it is.
Yeah.
Like
I agree.
getting that new shiny thing, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's not as important as what you really think it is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing that I would, I'm sure you're probably the same, where you would like set goals for yourself. If I hit this goal, I get to do this. If I hit this goal, I get to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of stuff was like, I get to buy this. I get to buy what,
Yeah.
And there were so many times that I would like get to that goal and I would look at the money and I would look at what I was going to do. I'm like, no, I'd much rather just have the money because that allows me to do other things with it.
Yeah. We started doing trips instead of
Yeah.
Christmas.
To build those memories.
Yeah, we're gonna be home for Christmas this year because we did a couple of trips earlier this year.
Yeah, it is.
But it's about building those experiences, not buying people those things.
Right.
And Shanna really taught me that because she lost her mom at such a young age. She remembers the experiences with her. She can't remember what she bought her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if the stuff her mom did buy her, she doesn't have anymore.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
Well, that's the thing I would dare say for anybody,
Mhm.
to remember their parents or, and hopefully they're still alive, but if they've passed, it's like, okay, cool. Like, what do you remember about your mom or dad?
Yeah.
Again, favorite smells. Like one of the things that like is my mom making almond roca during Christmas time. Like I'll even make it to this day,
Mhm.
dude, instantly. I'm back. It's Christmas.
Yeah.
I close my eyes. I know where the tree's at.
Yeah.
I know where the stockings are at. Like I know the smell. It's that memory.
Yeah.
So spend time with your family. Enjoy that. Don't be afraid to. Don't be afraid to like take a day.
Yeah.
It's still hard for me.
Yeah.
But
I get it.
don't be afraid to take a day.
Spend the time with the people that you care about.
Yeah.
So thank you for spending the time with us. We care about you. Make sure you kick it with us next time, everybody.
Yeah.
Have a good day.